along and then you get all your lingerie.
That's a good girl. There's a good girl. Find the stairs. This way. Ellen, find the stairs. Don't do that. Right. Good girl. Ready? Hop up.
We seem to be quite far ahead with our services for deafblind people. We have myself, I'm a development officer for deafblind people, three-way funded between social services and the charities Deafblind UK and Sense. We have social workers for deafblind people. We have a deafblind planning group. That's a very good forum for getting together. And we also have a deafblind register, which I think is quite unique, it would seem, in the country. So we can actually register people, and that helps a lot with development of services.
What exactly does your job entail?
I go out to visit individuals within their homes, assess their needs, basically. I do a specialist assessment to identify the services they're currently accessing and the services that I could provide for them. And I can also, at that time, understand where there are gaps, where we're not actually providing for people, and flag those up to whoever's necessary to try and develop a new service. Yeah. Having a loss of your sight and hearing is very, very isolating, and life can be very, very boring. So we try and find volunteers to put with those people, to match them up, to offer them some company once or twice a month, to come around, a friend basically. We're trying to develop clubs basically, because it's very difficult for a deafblind person to go to a blind club maybe because of their hearing loss, or to a deaf club because of their sight loss. It's hard to fit in. So we've recognised that as a unique disability they need a unique service, and that is a deafblind club. So we're developing those. We currently have 3 in Essex, 2 in the north of the county and 1 in the south, and we'd like to develop lots more, but that entails money and people and resources.
Anyway, how did you get on with your hearing aid, Elizabeth?
Well, I had a new mould given.
Yeah.
But I've gone back to the old one again.
Have you?
Yes.
Why's that?
Well, I didn't have very good sound. Cara wants me to go back to the hearing aid department. But we've been there so many times, I thought I'd give them a rest.
With Deafblind Manual, you're communicating directly onto the individual's hand. You're using an alphabet-based system, so every letter of the alphabet has a different sign on the hand, basically, and you spell out every word. Many people can then speak back to you, so you talk to them through the hand and they speak back, but with some people they might need to manual back to you. And then also there's block manual, which is spelling in capital letters on the palm of the hand. So again, that's writing every single letter out onto the hand, which is a long process, but for somebody who needs that to be able to communicate effectively, then that's what you need to do. And then, of course, there's British Sign Language for people with a more profound hearing loss. If then they also have a visual loss, you can bring your sign language in centrally so they can see you. So it's visual. Yeah. That's visual frame signing. Hands-on British Sign Language. You're signing and the person rests their hands very gently over the top of yours, and that's a tactile form of sign language, if you like. Yeah. And then many variations in between.
Maisie, it's moon. M-O-O-N.
Oh, yes.
Like Braille, but different alphabet.
Oh, yes.
And this is made up of all different words.
Yes, yes.
Like our alphabet, the ordinary one, you know.
Yeah.
It was invented by a doctor, Dr. William Moon, about 100 years ago. And it's for people who haven't got the sensitivity in their fingers, like reading dots, you know, Braille. These are letters. If you feel these here, they're not so hard to feel. They're just like ordinary letters, but a little different.
Well, I've got a braille display at the front with a standard keyboard on the top, and having cleared my screen, which I obviously check by the braille, I then would locate the F and the J on the keyboard. To make it easier for blind people, there is a marker extra on these two letters. Then start typing the same as you would. So I put in the at the moment, and I'm putting in fox, which I nicely did a spelling mistake.
How do you know if you make a spelling mistake?
Because if you feel along here, you've got braille coming up.
Ah,
You're seeing it on the screen,
right.
and I'm actually feeling it in braille. So the fox has a brown coat, full stop.
What are you hoping to produce on the computer at home then, Kate?
I use the I'm very dependent on a computer at home. I use one all the time for my general addresses, dates, diary, birthdays, you name it. If I had a computer took off me today, I would go absolutely mad.
My name is Val Stokes and I am the manager of Rainbow Court. We offer training to people who work with deafblind people. We have tenants here who live here permanently. People come for respite breaks and they come to take part in leisure and activity holidays.
Hi. Yes, thank you. And you? I wanted to be independent and do my own cooking, etc. I just decided the best thing to do was to get on with it and do as much as I could for myself. One has to be prepared to do housework and cooking, of course. One needs a sighted person sometimes, of course, to attend to such things as printed mail and sometimes to sort out colours like clothes.
Can you tell me about the poets you have?
Yes, of course. I've only had one little poem published, the Christmas before last. That is Small Things, about the importance of small things.
Can you recite it?
If I can remember, control your wish to do great deeds. Do not forget the little needs, the kindly act, the helping hand. Try earnestly to understand and to consider others more than you may have done heretofore. We aim in life at grandiose schemes, then often find they are but dreams. While focused on that distant goal, we fail to see the needy souls close by who may need just a smile to make them feel